I'm gonna reach for some ass. Although they fuck Jesus, so bright. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Kids. Today and only today we are here to talk about Sonic Colors. I'm talking about everything Sonic Colors, from my review to everything that's been going on the internet. I just want to have a conversation about this, what's been going on and everything. And of course, I'm sorry I haven't done one of these regular videos in a while. I know we've done like the discussions with Ultima, we've had the podcast and like stream VODs, but I want to do more of these videos on the channel, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, now that the fall season is here and we're gonna have more games coming out, more things happening, potentially a September direct, there's gonna be a lot more hopefully of these videos, and we're gonna see what's up. Anyways, at the end of the day, I am more of a streamer, so you can check out my streams, twitch.tv/gamescage, Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm done plugging. Let's get right into the discussion. So Sonic Colors Ultimate, right? It's definitely been an adventure so far. So for those of you that don't know, basically this Friday, the early access version of Sonic Colors, well, not the early access version, I shouldn't say that, the early release date version for people that pre-ordered the game with the $5 boost or whatever, got their copies of the game. I was able to get my game, I believe, 2 days before the official release, which was really dope. Very exciting stuff. I got to play through the whole game, I believe twice. I got to play it once on my own on Wednesday when I got it, and then I got to play it on stream all of Thursday, and that was a blast, man. I kind of just, I want to ramble a bit about Sonic Colors because I technically have never been able to really review this game. Playing this game again, man, it was still wonderful for me. Like, it was still a game that I grew up playing Sonic Colors in a sense of, obviously I grew up with adventure and a bunch of, but like, I remember because Sonic Colors came out when I was about what, like 13 or 14. I'm 25 now, which is crazy. And it's like, I just have very vivid memories of sitting on my Wii and playing that, doing the stages over and over. Reach for the Stars to this day being my favorite Sonic track, because it's just so fun, uplifting and all that. So to open the game, hear that dope remix, and then just get right into it with that nice 4K 60. I personally love the new engine. I think everything just looks nicer, looks prettier. I love the vibe. I like the remixes and all that. So for me, it almost felt like coming home, but also like, you know, it's almost like, you know, when you're a kid, obviously you don't notice shit like lower resolutions and FPS stuff. It's like, it's funny how going to the game now almost felt like I was playing the same game. Now obviously that could be for better or worse depending on the person you're asking, but for me it almost felt like this was always how the game, you know, looked and felt, and that's what I love so much about this, you know, ultimate release, that I can finally just have access to play this game on my consoles whenever. Like I said, I do think the graphical enhancements are better. I think the FPS stuff is better. You also have in there the Metal Sonic races, which are, you know, they're effectively a time trial against a ghost, you know, and when you do those, you get some cool amusement park coins. The amusement park coins in the game are dope because you unlock these cosmetics. These are things probably people have told you before, but again, like, overall for me, I've said this before, and I think here's my thing, right? I feel like my opinion on Sonic Colors didn't change because of this remaster. I still think it's an amazing Sonic game. It's a great mix of, you know, it's almost like, especially playing it now, I realize how much more 2D it is than I even remember. So, and I've heard people say that across the years, that like some people consider Sonic Colors to be 2.5D, which I don't really like vibe with too much. I feel like something like maybe it's called Forces is just because of how many 2D levels there are and how many 2D sections there are within the regular Sonic levels. So I still think at its core it's a 3D game. There's a lot of cinematic sort of areas and levels, but there are a lot of 2D sections, but they still feel fun. They feel comfortable to play. They can feel sometimes a little like wonky when you're moving in that direction, but it is for the most part still awesome and one of my favorites. I think it's in my top 5, right? I think like in no order, my top 5 would be probably Mania, Adventure 2, Generations, Sonic Colors, and what am I missing? There's one I'm missing. It's blanking. Is it Sonic Rush? I think it's got to be Sonic Rush, or it's got to be Sonic 3. I don't know. What are those two? There's a lot with the 3Ds and the 2Ds in there. And yeah, when I was playing the game on my own, I had 2 notable glitches, right? So first of all, audio issues. Audio issues were my main problem with the game. So for example, sometimes I would get a wisp and the music would completely cut off. Now granted, when the wisp ran out, the music would just come back, so like it never felt like a big deal, but it was like oh, okay, that's weird. I'm sure like maybe that's like just a little glitch or like something that can get patched out. And then the second glitch I had, yeah, like was also at the ending, where at the final boss, you know, when you get like the unlimited colors, I didn't get to hear that. There was no sound. He just went ahead and attacked Eggman, which was, you know, I thought for a second, I was like, wait, did they like remove it for more like cinematic value or whatever. I'm not sure, but yeah, so clearly I had audio issues, and I thought that was really it, but obviously, as we've seen throughout the internet, that's not it with the game. I also did have one crash, so that should be notable, but again, aside from that, it was so weird to me, right? I played this game fully throughout, and I even have a friend who played it, and they were fine. So like it felt so weird to hit Friday and Saturday and just see the floodgates of the early access people showing all these clips of all these just like disastrous things happening to people. Now, a lot of these things are most notable in the Switch version of the game. So for those of you that don't know, and probably most of you do know, the game is just littered with bugs, you know, on Switch especially. Now, there are some PlayStation issues. A lot of people on PlayStation are reporting the biggest thing being a corrupt save data issue. So like they'll get to a point of the game where like they'll attack something, it'll freeze, and they'll just corrupt their save, and they have to restart everything. But on the Switch version, you have a lot of stuff like texture pop-ups, you know, you have some weird issues, you have some freezes. I even tested the Switch version. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Sonic Colors is trying to fucking kill me, bro. But yeah, I was playing on the Switch version. I had a crash when I got to what's called Starlight Carnival on the Ribbon Road or whatever. The game just froze. So game has a lot of problems on the Switch, and it just started this horrible, and I mean horrible trend all day on Friday and Saturday. Just people bagging on Sonic, obviously, as people do, you know, just bagging on the remaster, talking shit about the developers, talking shit about about Sonic Colors in general. It's just like it felt so bad because like it was almost that weird thing. I was sitting there, I was like, well, here's once again, now I'm gonna feel like I have the unpopular opinion for liking Sonic Colors Ultimate, because again, I really did have an awesome experience for the most part, but obviously it does suck for everybody having issues and all that, and it's been really unfortunate to see. Now, one of the worst things that came out of this were people using these emulators to fake certain glitches. So one of the most notable glitches people were showing was this T-pose, right? There's like a T-pose Sonic jumping around and stuff, and that person said that they were using an emulator, and a few other people came out with that. Or some of the glitches were like, okay, so some of the glitches were like they were in the game, like they are in the game, but like you would have to really go out of your way to like navigate through them. It's like, so there's one of them where like if you like planet hop like 5-6 times and then go into a planet, you'll get like the seizure inducing like color stuff, which again, not good, but like there are a few of the big glitches where people were almost like trying to cause them. So it just caused a massive roller coaster. Then you had one of the Game Grumps guys be like, oh, now I want to play because it's buggy. It's just like, it just felt like all out warfare on the timeline. And it was just, I was kind of sitting on the side be like, well, this is chaotic. Now, the good news is the social media community manager and the development studio Blind Squirrel have both tweeted out basically saying, hey, don't worry, we've heard you, and we are going to be working on an upcoming patch for the game. Hopefully maybe one that's going to launch alongside the like actual release this coming Friday, and hopefully like more beyond that, because again, from my experience and even from the clips I'm seeing, nothing from the game is unplayable. You know, on, like I said, on PlayStation the game is perfectly fine, quick load screen, 60 FPS, game looks great, runs great and everything. It's mainly the audio issues and this sort of the save corrupt issue, which is a big problem for a lot of people, and on Switch is really where they got to do a lot of the heavy lifting on the patch stuff. But it's cool that they did have a quick response to it, and they are going to be actually patching it. You know, there was a chance that this kind of game could have just fucking got left to the ether and that's it, that's all. But I'm really happy to see that, again, quick response, and they're gonna be working on it because it deserves it, man. Like, Sonic Colors is like one of people's favorite Sonic games. It's one of the ones with a great legacy, and it sucks to kind of have it half tainted. You know, obviously it's not tainted really. I mean, it's still got great reviews, and they're going to patch and fix stuff. And like I said, the official release is still coming this Friday, so they have a lot of time to fix stuff. And there's gonna be beyond that. We live in a time where what a game is at launch isn't necessarily what it is a few months down the line. So I think what they're gonna do with hopefully fixing it is gonna solve that stuff, and I think the game overall is gonna be fine. Like I said, I don't think there is, I know some people put it like hashtag fix Sonic Colors Ultimate and stuff like that, and it's like, I don't think we have to really put our pitchforks up that badly. Like I said, they immediately have responded saying they are going to fix it and they're going to work on it, and I'm happy about it because again, like I said, it sucks for me to see as someone who you know what, like honestly, I beat the game on my PlayStation, I'm happy, I'm going for 100%, I'm getting the red rings, I'm having an awesome time, like I love the game, bro. someone just followed me on Twitch. I love this game, you know, and I love the whiz, I love the level design, I love the music, the vibe, everything about Sonic Colors for me hits, you know. So it's unfortunate to see so many others sort of have their first experience tainted. And I also do think like it does kind of sucks that like, hey, I bought the Switch version out of good faith, you know, I pre-ordered it, so to have it in there and have issues with it and stuff like that, like that definitely does suck, because it makes me not want to play it until it's fixed. But hopefully it will be soon. And again, like I said, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, you know. I don't like to just be like, this is gonna suck, where fuck you, wah, wah. But also this is on brand for Sonic, right? Which, you know, I don't think is cool, right? Obviously, like I'd rather everything Sonic just be like fun and happy, but like this is just kind of how it is with Sonic, right? Like there's always going to be some kind of issue, some kind of thing, and it's like I hope we get to a day one day, right, where things are bad. Because like I've said this before and we all know this, everyone, I feel like not everyone, a lot of people just want to love Sonic. The character is just super cool, the game ideas are super cool, everyone has at least one Sonic game that, like, everyone wants this character to thrive. Obviously there's people that don't, but it's like a lot of people want this character and franchise to thrive. And it's like even little fuck ups like this, it's like it's not fun, because now the narrative is that about the game. And hopefully, like I said, they fix it soon so it doesn't stay that way. But like, yeah, I do hope they fix it. And I really think, like I said, man, like now that we've got Sonic Colors out the way, like I'm genuinely curious to see what's next, right? Like when are we gonna see Rangers gameplay? Are we gonna get the announcement of a like actual new 2D Sonic, whether it's Mania 2 or something else? When are we gonna get the release date of Sonic Origins? There's a lot of cool stuff now that we've gotten Sonic Colors mainly out the way. It's not really out the way yet. They're probably not gonna say anything for like a month or two, just so like they can push sales of Colors Ultimate via, you know, new, like, you know, review trailers and holiday bundles and all this stuff. So that's gonna be the focus for a while, but I cannot wait to see what's next. But like I said, overall in the beginning, I still love Sonic Colors. I would say if you have a PlayStation, my personal recommendation would be to get on PlayStation and PC. I haven't seen too much PC talk on the issues there. I know like there's some people that are saying, you know, there are some issues, but for the most part, it seems like PlayStation, Xbox, and PC are mostly fine, whereas the Switch version is where you are going to enter a bit of a more buggy state. It's not horrible. You can still buy it on Switch. You can still play it. I have it on Switch. It's fine. But again, if you want a better, more enhanced experience, go on the other platforms. Again, I wish I could just say get it on everything, but it is what it is. So that's kind of it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the game, if you're gonna be buying it, if this should affect you. Let me know what's up. You know, talk to me, talk to your boy. All right, anyways, let me know what videos you want to see next. What's popping. Make sure to follow me here on Twitter, all that jazz, and I love you. Peace out.